Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Buoyancy gameplay. Our city is up to a population of 102 residents after starting at 10, as you remember. And it looks like they're still working on the shaders, but as I've said repeatedly, these devs are continually making improvements and updates, issuing updates. And one of the new improvements that I wanted to check out right away that was just added is more sizes for these bridges. Great. Look at this. We could actually put bridges right where we want them now. That's perfect. So that's a thin. Okay, perfect. That works. And that works. Look at this. Thank you, devs. Well done. Oh, I like that a lot. That's great. Let's do some more of that. So these will add a little bit of mass to your city. So these aren't, totally free in terms of how you move around, but it's much less mass. It's just a little bit of mass. So did they add something else there? What was that building? Hold on. Build. Oh, it's the workshop. Okay, we have one of those already. Picking this back up after a little bit of time not playing, trying to remember what it was we were up to. I think we've got like everything that we need building-wise. We've got our... Oh, shoot. Hold on. I did something wrong. Stand by. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to fix something with my keybinds. But let's try to remember what all was going on here. We've got a refinery turning out fuel for our motor and our filter station. We've got a shipyard that we can use to send out raids and trading stuff. Looks like we've stumbled onto a school of fish here. I don't know that we were actually heading for that school of fish, but we're here now, so we might as well suck that up. How much is left? 75%. Food's not really a concern. We got lots of, if you look over here on the left under the food category, we've got lots of seaweed, lots of fish, lots of bread, a little bit of meat, and lots of crabs, and some beer. Lots of beer. So we're in good shape on provisions. The graphics look really nice. They're continuing to tweak these shaders, and that were, a little bit messed up when they updated them. Or immediately after they updated them, and then the Linux update after that, and yada yada, all that stuff. But they're steadily becoming more and more beautiful, absolutely without a doubt. This looks different too. The ship model is different. I wonder if the new balloon model is in now. Remember we tried doing that last time, and it hadn't been added yet. They were working on it. Let's see, that would be a policy. Would be a hot air balloon. Should we see if we can send one up now? Oh, we can, and we can tell it what to look for. Mostly interested in maybe whales, some crude oil, dirt would be good. We got plenty of dirt. Don't need scrap metal. Junk, and that's about it. Everything else we can get rid of. I'll look for survivors rafts too. You don't want too many things showing up because it can be just a little hard sorting out what's what. All right, so that's that. Now let's send up our... There he goes. That's the old model. Okay, new model's not in yet. That's the old one. And the shaders are broken, and they're not going to bother fixing that because they're working on the new one now anyway. But this has shown us some spider webs out to a survivor's raft. This could stay up a little bit longer, devs. It goes away kind of quickly. There's a whale over there. Let's do that. Whoop, wait, nope, stop. We're still harvesting from this destroyed ship, but we'll go for the whale next. Another survivor's raft. Oh, collision was a bit rough. Molten metal from the smelter has spilled on Sunny and killed them. That's not good. We can still be picking up survivors. Oop, I just meant to close the policy window. And that ship is gone. Yeah, we can pick up these survivors on the way over to the whale, sure. Whale was out that way somewhere. They're hard to see from far away, so the hot air balloon really came in handy there. Oh, I'm still playing on normal speed, sorry. Up to fast. There's not much else we have to build or want to build on our city here. Is there anything we haven't built yet? I think we've built one of everything. Yeah. We can add, I mean, so now, oh, we haven't built a prison, but we haven't needed it, really. Eight survivors joined our city. That's good. Got a big raft that time. And now we're up to 113 population. And I think at this point, you know, at a certain point, as the game stands right now, there just comes a point at which there's not a lot to do. You get your city. That looks a little bright. You get your city up to a certain point, and you know, unless you want to, if you want to go full militaristic, which is really all that's left to us, so we may do that. We may really beef up our military stuff and then just go around invading every city we see and become king of the hill here. I think that... Oh, there... No, underwater peak, kelp forest. There's the whale, and it's rotting. We're okay on dirt and kelp, so I think we'll bypass the underwater peak and kelp forest and head straight over to the whale. Now the question becomes, do we even have a harpooner? I don't think we do. We've got a trapper. We never bothered to build a okay, so there's some stuff we haven't built. We never bothered to build a harpooner because this is like the first whale we've seen, and we never bothered to build a butcher because you need the butcher to harvest, to process the whale meat. So once we get over here, I could actually be doing this now if I lock the view. Then I'd be going build and harpooner. Harpooners. Would be a gatherer. So fisher, scavenger, forager, deep diver, harpooner. Oh, we're right on top of the whale now. Where could the harpooner go? How about over on this side? And the butcher maybe will fit right next to them. Let's see. Butcher is a little bit too big for that spot, but we can put it out here. And then add the other thing about the bridges. The new bridges devs have not been added to this tab yet. If they're supposed to be in the production tab, there are only 2 here right now. Okay, but the other good thing about having these bridges is that villagers will walk faster on the bridges. So anytime they're walking across or through or over one of the bridges, they're moving a little bit faster, which is good. That's what we want. All right, we got 1 harpooner still being built. The butcher still being built. I think if we just rely on 1 harpooner to get that built, it's going to take forever. So why don't we build a second one here? That's going to kind of throws off our symmetry in a big way. Rats. I think I kind of built that harpooner in the wrong place. In terms, just symmetrically, in terms of how our big fat beetle is doing here. Now we've got 1 harpooner built. Oh, look at, they've added this. These are nice, guys. They've added wakes from the rowers. So where your rowers row, you now see that wake, and it looks great. I think that even though our harpooners aren't going to be next to each other, they're close enough to each other that once this one is built, they'll both be able to harvest from here. That's the whale? No, whale's being still worked on, I'm sure. Yeah, and I mentioned at one point that the wakes in general had looked a little weird. That they're aware of that. They're trying to fix it now. We're still harvesting whale, and we are still constructing this second harpooner, waiting for a little bit more wood to get it built. Why are... Oh, because we're out of wood? Are you kidding me? I guess wood is our next priority, guys, in terms of gathering. Driftwood pile. Perfect. Right behind us. Okay, we'll take it. Should we even bother getting the rest of this harpooner if we have no... Or the rest of this whale if we have no wood? We're at 0 wood, guys. It's going to take forever for 1 harpooner to finish this. Yeah. All right, we're going to go over, get some wood over there, and we can come back for this whale once we have enough wood to build our second harpooner. Otherwise, we're going to be here for days harvesting that. Another thing about the bridges, I don't think they count as buildings. So now, remember when you're building these gatherers, you don't want them to be built too clustered together. You want them to have open sides around them for max efficiency. So I think that when you build one of these one of the bridges or platforms, bridge platform, um, I, oops, sorry, I got distracted. What was I talking about? Oh, they don't count as buildings, so we could have platforms or bridges all around this thing, all around these gatherers, just to make it one big solid thing here. But we don't actually want that. I find that it limits your options in terms of gathering. I like being able to have a little bit of both. Okay, so Butcher's up and running. Both harpooners are up and running. Let's get back and finish up our harvesting of the whale. And then more driftwood over here, more driftwood out that way. So we're going to head that way next to get some driftwood. And then once we get our driftwood up to a more manageable, reasonable level, it's down at 40 now, 49.50. That's drifting wood probably. Yep, 12 wood. Okay, good. Once we get that up, we're going to need a bunch of wood to do what I would like to do next, which is to really get our military just the strongest, the biggest, the best military in the ocean, on the ocean, in the Navy. Oh, I like the rowers wakes. Those look nice, guys. And they have done some tweaking on the city wakes as well. They do look better. One or more of our villagers are sick, send doctors. Oh, there's two guys sick over here for some reason. Yep, send doctors. Wow, that sickness is spreading fast. A lot of people sick now. What? What made us so sick? It could have been that whale. Oh man. Yeah, it's the whale, that rotting whale. This was a terrible idea. Shoot, send doctors. Everybody is getting sick now. I should not have gotten that whale. Now, this guy has no military. Flapjack Republic. Should we just make him ours? Come on, let's do a little invasion here. You're ours, guy. Now, later on, I think that there's going to be a way to, like, you build up a good relationship with these little citylets, citistas, and then you can become allies with them, and you can fight together and work together and have good trading relations and stuff like that. But we're not there, and what we are going to do is invade these poor bastards. First, we'll ask if anybody wants to join us of their own free will. Oh, 4 people want. 8 people want to join us. Is that like everyone? 8 villagers out of however many there were. There's one dude left on the Flapjack Republic. That one diehard is gonna have to die now. We're gonna have to invade his city and kill him. Send our military to attack first. Yeah, I think with just one guy over there, we're not even going to bother sending the villagers. We'll just let our military handle this. We got some loot off of that, and we got loot based on destroying that city, picking up all the stuff. Sorry there, Flapjack, whatever your name was. Another survivor's raft. We're up to 135. We've got lots of room for expansion here. That's Megaterry City. That's our nemesis over there. We've got more than enough people, more than enough villagers to go and invade Megaterry City right now. But to keep things interesting, why don't we build some more military and just make it a massacre? Now that we don't have any, is he still, all right, he's still processing meat. Yeah, we've still got 18 whale that needs to be processed, but since we're not actually harvesting any whale, I'm going to pause these 2 harpooners and let the people who were working there go do something else. Another survivor's raft. And wasn't there more? There were more driftwood over here, I thought. Is that another whale? No, that's the same whale. Okay. Our city's running like clockwork, guys, and doesn't it look nice now? It looks really pretty. Wow. These graphics are coming along really well, guys. And gals, developer team. Still a little too much brown. Still needs a little bit more color. But really sharp and beautiful. Trash pile, driftwood pile. Let's head that way next. We could use more plastic. Always in the market for plastic. Hold on, let me unlock our view. Some fish over here with a kelp forest. Not interested. We got way too much food right now. Not too much. I mean, we got more than enough is what I should say. A bunch of stuff. 5 wood is washed up on a... Okay, that was strange. I think that was a glitch, bug weirdness that just happened there. Not sure. It said that all that stuff washed up. It hadn't actually. Well, one batch of wood washed up, and then it said that it washed up in like 6 different places. Yeah, see, washed up on the galley, washed up on the bridge, washed up on the guardhouse, washed up on the forager. That's not right. Driftwood after this, and then we've got 240 wood now, which is plenty. We are almost out of plastic. We've got no scrap metal, but that's because all our scrap metal is being turned into metal. Set limits. Establish a maximum amount of resources that are allowed to be produced. Huh. So if I limit our metal, that means they'll continue to hang on to some. Let's limit this at 500. And then the next time we get scrap metal, it'll process it up to 500, but it'll leave some scrap metal because scrap metal is used on its own in other stuff. So you don't want to always be completely out of scrap metal because then if you don't want to process it all into metal. Or I don't. Because then you need something with scrap metal in it, and you got to go out and find some. Stop. Okay. I'm looking forward to the day when these graphics are refined or the animations are refined so people actually sit down and eat. Right now they just kind of stand around, which, it's fine for early access, but hopefully we get to see them eating later. More survivors, which we can afford. We got plenty of room. I would love it if we could get up to around 200 survivors on this play session. That'd be nice. Trash pile, we want that. Let's go back for this trash pile. Oof, off scoot stoos. The name of this city out here is off scoot sush. Off scoot sush. That's tough. Should we invade them because we don't like the way their name is? That's a little rude. A little judgmental. All right, we are feeling a little bit sluggish now, city-wise. So let me take a look and see if we have enough plastic to renovate some of our buildings. Is our storage full? Darn, our storage is full. Yeah, did you want to bump into us? Because, let's see, do any of your people want to join us? They, like all of them? 150 population, there's still one diehard left on Ufskutstush. So I guess should we let him go on his way and try to rebuild his city? Of course not. We're just going to invade and kill him. Because you don't want to join us? Forget it. Go military. Our water cannon is engaging, and here comes our military. To kill this poor bastard. Aww. He's dead. Alright, we got some flour, we got some gasoline, some grains. Ooh, a lot of whale, and some plastic. Plus, all this goodness. Excellent. We are turning into the terror of the high seas. I don't think that our reputation is being well served by smushing all these tiny cities under the heel of our boot. But we'll face a real test when it comes time to get up close and personal with Megaterry City. Which could be soon. Population's at 158 now. Oh yeah, right. We were heading for these survivors when we bumped into Uskushkush. Sunken brewery, drifting resources. We're okay on all that stuff. Right, what I was going to do was look at renovating some buildings because we're getting heavy and our storage capacity is maxed. In fact, we're over storage capacity. We might need another storage building here. Storage. Galley, storehouse. Auto hide, storehouse. And then it goes away. Okay. Come on, find me a nice little slot. There we go. All right, survivors. Yeah, come on. Come join us. That's 4 more. We're up to 162. And should we build a prison just to have built one of everything? Sure. What does it take to build? Let's see. Only 20 wood and 25 metal, both of which we've got plenty of. So let's go ahead and make our big butted water beetle a little bigger butted. Is that the front? What's the front? I wish the contrast was a little clearer when you're setting this up, because it can be hard to tell what the front of the building is. Okay, so now we'll have a prison. Now, when we invade other cities, or we encounter survivors, or we raid trade posts, or whatever we want to end up doing, we'll have the option of throwing them into prison instead of just killing them or whatever. And eventually, maybe, you know, we'll let them out if they behave themselves. Yeah, see, I think I built this facing the wrong way. I wanted it facing into the raft, and now I've flipped it around, and oh well. Yeah, I did that wrong, but that's okay. Okay, what next? Driftwood pile. Still need some wood. Trade ship? Yeah, sure, bring it. What do you got? Has that other... All right, the other storehouse has been built. We can upgrade. Let's renovate it, and then we'll upgrade the capacity of that. And then our trade ship is going to be coming in. Here he comes. Come trade with us. We've got lots of good stuff that you want. What do you have? You have... Well, a lot of garbage that we could use to make plastic, because I do want to be doing more renovations. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what we can give them. They want seaweed, which we have tons of. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Even 924 to 924. I get a bunch of garbage. They get a bunch of seaweed. Deal. Oh, I like the rowers' wakes. Those look nice. Okay, we've got a prison up and running with nobody in it, but we have options for how to deal with people who get thrown in prison. We can release them and have them join our village. We can execute them, or we can eat them. Not going to be eating them. You all know that already. No eating. Renovation is done. Let's upgrade this storehouse's capacity. Shipyard-wise, I mean, if there was anything we really needed, we could use the shipyard to send out a raid and try to get it for us. Oh, you know what I should start doing is upgrading some of these buildings with their special abilities. Because what's going to happen is that's going to add a bunch of new policies for us to take advantage of here under the Policies tab once we get some of these buildings upgraded with their special abilities. So the greenhouse's special ability reduces the chance of the greenhouse being infected with blight. Blight is pretty rare as far as I've seen, so I'm not going to worry about that. Special ability for the recycler is that the building will always produce plastic. So as it is now, it will either turn out plastic, 80% plastic, 10% scrap metal, 10% wood. If we wanted to just focus on plastic, which I think we do, because we're lower on everything else. Nah, I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. What's another special ability here? Bakery special ability would be to eat. The baker will eat on the job, so he will never have to go to the galley and get food and take a break. He'll just be continuously working. Galley special ability. This unlocks the feast action. Uses up stored food to generate happiness. Now our happiness happens to be at 99%. But that's just a good example of what a special ability will do. Medical ward. Sick villagers will walk here and heal themselves automatically, but uses more medicine. I'm okay with sending out the doctors when we need them. I don't think we need that upgrade. Another special ability for the workshop would be lubricants. Surrounding buildings are splashed daily with lubricant, which will lower their decay levels. Decay I haven't seemed to be much of an issue. Once you have a warehouse built, it just kind of handles itself as far as I've seen. This special ability is purification. I don't know what that does. I didn't read the tooltip before I clicked it. Oh well. Special ability here, Rangers trained to use flaming projectile. That sounds dangerous. I don't think that's such a good idea. But we can upgrade the Ranger barracks with an arsenal, so increased accuracy and firing range on our Rangers. Where's the guardhouse? What can we upgrade them with? What's their special? Wait, that's the workshop. Guardhouse is here. So these guys, we can additional armor for our guards. And guards trained here gain a chance to do a critical melee attack. We want that. We can't do them both at the same time. I'll come back for that. We're not generating too much pollution here. Our filter station seems to be working properly. Okay, we upgraded our Rangers barracks. They're very tough now. Harpooner is closed. Prison, can we make you lighter? I already did. Can increase the capacity. Their special ability unlocks the send prisoner attack policy. This prison will send out prisoners to fight for your city during combat. That doesn't seem cool. In a number of different ways. First of all, do we really trust them? Second of all, you can't force someone to fight on your side. It's just wrong. Survivors Raft. We are up to 174 survivors. Another Survivors Raft over there. We are going to hit 200 soon. Oh, come back, rowers' wakes. Those look great. Yeah, the wakes are a little messed up. They're looking better though. They were pretty broken after that first shaders fix, but they're improving. That storehouse is over capacity again. Oh man, we've upgraded the capacity too. We just have too much stuff and not enough people to be using it, or not enough things to build to be using up all the wood and stuff that we're picking up. Running a little low on bread now. Why is that? We've got water. We've got grain. Our bakery's just not quite keeping up. Survivors Raft. Rescue them. That was 4 survivors. We now have 180 population. Heading for 200. There was another survivor raft out here somewhere. School of Fish, destroyed ship. Destroyed ship crude oil. We might stop there for the crude oil. But I kind of wanted that other group of survivors too. Is that them way out there? No. I lost track of them. Let's go get this crude oil instead. Unlock. L to lock your view to the city or unlock it. Right now we're unlocked. Oh wait, this one had the crude oil. We want to get our deep divers in there. See if we can slide right in here so everybody's gathering. Here we go. Oh, 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 almost. Almost. Come on. There we go. Okay. Rough collision sent a cleaver flying toward Claire, and Claire got killed by a flying cleaver. Not good. Underwater Peak, Kelp Forest. Sigtun. Now, Sigtun looks like a bit more of a challenge than the other two cities we've taken out so far, but still nowhere near our strength. Their population is 19, their military is 0. They are independent and they are desperate. I mean, maybe instead of going Rambo on them, maybe we try to help them a little. Do you guys need help? I mean, we can recruit. Should we recruit? We're at our population of 181. We can try to recruit some. Oh, 17 is going to put us right up near 200. That's 198, guys. Our city has reached 200 population. I think we just had a couple of babies right at that time. Perfect. Oh, leave this city. Yeah, we're not going to invade these guys. They're already in pretty crappy shape. How many people did we actually leave on their... Yeah, they got 2 people on their raft. They're not even going to be able to move. They're just going to be stuck where they are unless they happen to get some more survivors. I don't know. Is it... You know, that's their choice. If they don't want to come when everybody else is coming, that's their choice. We're just going to leave them to it. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm happy to let you... die a gruesome, horrible death if that's your choice. Survivors over there. We no longer are looking for survivors. We have reached an age of prosperity. Happiness, plus 25%, hunger, minus 50, nourishment, plus 50, villager movement, plus 25, production rate, plus 50. This is just because we've been so happy, our villagers have been so happy and so well nourished for so long that we've kicked off an age of prosperity, which is good. Our storage is all full, and this is kind of where the gameplay grinds to a bit of a halt at this point in early access. There's going to be a lot more going on later in terms of how you interact with these other cities and where it takes you, and maybe there'll even be an end game at some point where you win, you become king of the high seas. I don't really know what the plans are that far down the road, but what I do know is that I really enjoy this game. I like the relaxing nature of it. And I like the complexity of the interactions that they're adding here between the buildings, amongst the villagers, amongst the cities, the other floating cities. And I would highly recommend this game for anybody who hasn't picked it up yet or is waiting for the end of early access. I tell you that the progress is so encouraging at this point that there's no reason why you shouldn't pick it up right now. They did fix... Okay, so they fixed the textures underneath the floating stuff. Those had some problems last time, but they're all fixed. Anyway, what I was saying was, thanks for watching, everybody. This will probably be the last episode of Buoyancy. There's not a heck of a lot to do now. Should we go? I guess we can't really wrap this up without going and duking it out with Megaterry City. We have to. There they are. Come on, buddy. And by buddy, I mean mortal enemy who's about to be crushed. Population of 40, military is 20. Our population is 200, and I think our military is much stronger, especially after we just upgraded both the Rangers Barracks and the Guard Barracks. So let's go ahead and get it on. Where would be a good place to bump into them? I think, let's see. Rangers down here, Guard there. Maybe we may not have a choice, but I think this will do. This also puts them near our harpoon tower. Yep, we're getting it on. Megaterry, let's go. We'll send our military first, but I'm pretty sure we're going to want to send all our villagers. They're sending all their villagers to fight. Yeah, all right. Go, villagers. Attack. Harpoon tower is attacking. The water cannon is attacking. Our villagers and our military are attacking. This may not be as clear cut as I made it out to be. we've lost like 50 people already, but I think we're going to end up winning. All right, we won. We killed 60 of theirs. We lost 58 of ours, but in the end, we get all of their goodies. Look at all that meat they had. Nice. This is going to put all of our storage way out of whack, but we can deal with that too. All right, and then their whole city goes bye-bye. Bye, Megaterry City. I guess that's it for you, buddy. Everybody's moving around all the loot we just picked up, so the city's not moving at all. Come on, city. I do want to pick up all the. Well, we don't really need to pick up all these resources because we're so over storage capacity right now, and we're not exactly short of anything. We've got plenty of stuff. So with that, why don't we call it an episode and the end of this series? I'll be checking back in on Buoyancy as the early access development progresses. But for now, really enjoy the game. Think the devs are making great progress, steady progress, and good for you devs on a boat. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. There'll be more coming. Stay safe, survivors.